Rebel fans, it's game week. UNLV football kicks off its 49th and final season at Sam Boyd Stadium this Saturday against Southern Utah. Cassie Soto here with Rebels beat writer for the Las Vegas Review-Journal, Mark Anderson. Mark, you ready for another year?
Hard to believe, isn't it?
Yeah.
It was 108 outside, so it's hard to think about football. But yeah, it's amazing. It's right on top of us.
Right? Fall is not as fall-y when it's 1,000 degrees outside.
Right.
All right, Mark. Well, before we talk any X's and O's, I want to start with an article that you wrote for the Las Vegas Review-Journal. UNLV introduced its faithful fan pricing back in February, meaning that fans who purchase season tickets this year can also purchase season tickets next year for the same price per game. Mark, how successful has that deal been so far?
It went over really well. New ticket sales are up 280%. They've sold over 5,000 season tickets, the most since 2010. So it's gone really well, and I thought it would go well. I'm not sure I thought it'd go that well, but when you think about it, there's going to be a lot of interest in seeing games at the new stadium. And if you can get a cut on those prices now, it makes all the sense in the world. And now they've added also this rewards program on top of it, so it encourages fans not only to buy the tickets but to show up for games.
Yeah.
So I think you're not, I don't think you're going to see 30,000 a game, but I think we'll see a noticeable bump in attendance.
Mark, the last time the Rebels opened up the season against an FCS team didn't really pan out for them. Let's just say they fell on their faces against Howard, Mark. Even though the Thunderbirds are not where they used to be right now, that really doesn't mean that the Rebels are going to cruise by, does it?
Well, Southern Utah came in here a few years ago and won 41-16.
Yeah.
Caleb Herring threw 3 pick sixes in that game. Later came back 2 years and had an amazing final season. But so this isn't new territory for UNLV or Southern Utah. I do think the situation is a little bit different now. I think this is a better UNLV team. Southern Utah is not what it used to be, and I'm not sure Southern Utah is as good as Howard was. So UNLV needs to come out and make a statement. If they're serious about making a bowl this season, they need to come out this Saturday and take charge right away and be in command throughout. Otherwise, they'll be raise major red flags.
Yeah, and does the first game of the season, in your opinion, really set the tone for the rest of the season?
It can. Yeah, I think the Howard game did.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think they were always kind of fighting from behind after that. They came back and won at Utah the following week, which was a nice win. But they always felt like it was an uphill battle after that. I think that would be the case this time. If they lose to Southern Utah, I think that's going to create all sorts of negative energy around that program. And at a time where they really need everything they can.
Yeah. Well, Armani Rogers will more than likely have the most eyes on him on Saturday night. But in your opinion, after going to practices, seeing scrimmages, who do you think will be a breakout star this year?
I really like Randall Grimes, wide receiver transfer from USC, immediately eligible to play this season. He had a really nice training camp, and he's in the starting lineup for this game. So the coaches really like him. And Cedric Cormier, the wide receivers coach, talked about him being an all-conference player. That's not something coaches really say.
Yeah.
So it's for him to say that tells you a lot. So I think Grimes is going to have a really good season.
All right, Mark. Well, I will see you on the field on Saturday.
I'll see you there.
Well, once again, the Rebels will open up the 2019 season this Saturday, August 31st at 7 p.m. versus Southern Utah. For Mark Anderson, I'm Cassie Soto. Thank you for watching Rebel Nation.